Shout out, what's up? Salute, Bomb Squad. Eric Gomez in the building, a real one. You know what time it is. Yeah, the samurais were no easy work. Yeah, man, surprisingly, right? Let's get to the intro. Frank Bake Boxing. Boxing will never leave you. Lord Chilaquiles.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
That's right. We give you the boxing takes, right? We give it to you raw, rugged, and real. How you like it or don't like it, right? Boxing's an interesting sport, right? You know, people are bagging on Inoue. Salute, more DC. Hernandez got robbed against Nakatani. I don't know, man. Do you think it was a robbery or it was a close fight? You know, I knew it was gonna happen because Hernandez gave away the first 2 rounds. That was the dagger, right? But the 118, 110 scorecard, that was corruption, right? Fight Fury Films robbery. I don't argue with it either way. You know, robbery. I mean, Hernandez definitely outworked him, right? He outworked that boy. It was a good fight, you know, because you know, a little eye candy while you watch the stream. That's Perla. She's like a bare knuckle fighter, really talented. You know, not in the ring, but in other areas. But were you guys entertained though? Was it a good fight? How'd you guys feel about Inoue? I guess there was an upset on the undercard. Some Dominican guy. Did you guys stay up? Did you buy it? Hit the like, guys. Yeah, man. Night of the Samurai. You know what, man? It looked on paper. It looked like mismatches, but you know, Picasso. In my opinion, he did better. You know, nobody expected him to go full 12. Do you think that was a victory in going 12? Is that a victory? You know, like how Bumlanga celebrated going 12 rounds. Sometimes you get the L, but what, Eric Gomez? But you win in losing, right? Sometimes you can win in losing. Did Picasso stock rise? You know, people are saying Inoue's vulnerable now. Do you know they're talking about Bam Rodriguez? Salute, bro. Salute. Yes, Night of the Samurai. It was you lose and winning. Yeah, if nobody expects you to win and you do better than they thought, then I think you could win. You know, I'm having that beef, that argument now with friends, right? Friends on social media, boxing, Twitter. You know, we're arguing about Haney and Norman. To Matador. After that performance, his new name is Junto Kakatani. Salute. Yeah. He didn't look too spectacular, right? But does he get a pass because he's going up in weight? You know, that's what they always say is when a guy moves up in weight that he needs to get acclimated. Do we like that? Black fans are talking about Inoue gloves. Oh yeah, there was that controversy, robbery of the year. I don't know if I'd go that far if it was a robbery. You know, man, I thought it was close. Honestly, I did not score it, and it was really hard to score because Hernandez was just, I mean, he was like a human windmill in there, man. Junto was fighting a mechanic with, like, you mean Salute Apollo's legit mechanic? Is that what you mean? Mexicans. Yeah, they did better than expected, right? They were the massive underdogs. Nobody gave Sebastian a chance. I didn't. You know, I'm not going to sit up here and bullshit you. Yeah, that was corruption. They said they're investigating it. Fight Films. Is Junto Nakatani really a pound-for-pound fighter, though? Well, according to the Ring magazine, he is. But these fuckers never talk about Crawford exploding gloves. Of course not. They'll never touch it. He walks on water. You didn't know? He's part-time boxer. He probably is, right? I guess they were giving his backstory. You know, he was having some issues with his children, and salute that guy, right? And yeah, man, I mean, he deserves a lot of props. He earned my respect. And this was kind of the beef I'm having. I don't mean to bring personal beef into it. It's not beef, but a friend I consider a friend. I told him, Haney and Norman was a shit fight because Norman didn't do shit, and neither did Haney. It just stunk. I said, and how you lose matters. As I think they both stunk. I don't really want to see him again. But that's what I'm saying. This guy like Hernandez, we want to see him again. He lost. We didn't expect him to do good, and I base it on the fights. What about Picasso? I'm a little disappointed in Picasso. He did better than people thought he did, right? He did better going 12. I think he was like a 14-1 underdog. Uh, he didn't have a chance, but he performed better than we thought, right? But these fuckers never talk about Crawford. Oh, he's part time. Bach. Okay, we already said that. Mexico gotta knock people out to get wins. Yeah, yeah. Well, because they're trying to set up the Junto Nakatani and the Junto fight and the Inoue fight. And you know what, man? People are saying now they're deflated about that. They needed to both. This is the problem with milking fights, right? Like trying to double dip, like what they're trying to do with Joshua and Fury. Have it in between fights, which I think they'll do with Ennis and Ortiz. Is that these? They have to both look good, and you have to whet the fans' appetite, right? Because now people think that Sebastian guy Hernandez, that he deserves a rematch, right? He should get an automatic rematch. Junto, he's gonna struggle, and Inoue looks strong, man. Damn, that guy looks strong. And people are talking about the hand wrap issue. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like. Boxing with Frank Bay. Lord Chilequiles, Night of the Samurai. So I'm assuming we all stayed up to watch it. Uh, the first fight, I think he knocked that guy out. That the guy had no chance, right? Bam destroys Junto. Oh, Telk was going hard for Picasso. Picasso was landing clean on Inoue all night, just doesn't have the power. Yeah. Well, we kind of knew that, you know what I mean? We knew that he like I said, he's stuck in between styles, right? Was he going to be a come forward Mexican? And did you notice his stance was really wide? Inoue is like Felix Trinidad. If you drop him, he will come back stronger. Yeah. For every punch, look, Picasso knew that if he opened up, he was going to get knocked out. That was just a simple end of it. I mean, did Picasso win a round? I don't even know if he went around. I'm not going to lie. I was disappointed in Picasso. I feel like after the 6th or 7th round, when you kind of know the fight's over or you need a knockout, then you just go out on your shield, man. I think you'll earn more points with the fans than kind of play it safe. But I mean, who am I, right? I'm not in the ring with that monster puncher, right? Hernandez remind me of Antonio Margarito with his uppercuts. Yeah. No, he was a human windmill in there. It's hard to judge though, right? It's like Junto was landing the sharper shots, the sharper, cleaner shots, but he was just getting outworked, and you could tell it was just weighing on him. And he's the guy going up, right? But it kind of ruins the fight now. It's kind of like, I think we're gonna heavily favor Monster Inoue, but now people are shitting on Monster Inoue. Are you guys shitting on Monster Inoue? All I'm seeing on social media is everybody shitting on Monster Inoue. Are we shitting on him, or that he looks vulnerable? Hit the like. Was it a good card? Were you entertained? This is the conversation, right? This is just the conversation that we have around the fights, and that's it, man. There's no fights tonight. There's no fights, Salute. Hope you guys all had a great holiday. Are you still eating leftovers? Are you still drinking? Now it's time to get ready for New Year's Eve. Are you guys New Year's Eve people? Do you go out and party? There's really no more boxing. It's going to be slow for a couple weeks, but this is it. That's it, man. The last big card of the year, and it was at 4 a.m. in the morning. I was struggling to stay up. It wasn't a good fight, right? Inoue is a good fighter, but how many elite fighters has he fought? That's true. No more right of season or ring cards for a while now. Not until Tio and Shakira, right? It's mostly black folk. Yeah. I mean, we can't be afraid to say it, right? It's mostly black folk. The Mexicans were underrated, so that is why Inoue hate is up. Okay, let me break that down. Eric Gomez says the Mexicans were underrated, so that is why. Were they underrated? Because the odds, underrated just means we don't know who they are a lot of times in boxing. But when you actually get the odds, that tells you the actuality, Eric. So I fucks with what you're saying, but I think they were underrated fairly, because if the odds weren't as far apart, then what you say would be 100. But I think there's a little gray area there. Frank Bay, I'm just bullshitting you sometimes. Junto versus Hernandez was good. Yeah, Luckily, that saved the night, right? Because the Picasso Inoue fight just wasn't a entertaining fight. I lost interest by the 10th round. I was like, I was like, what's the point? Uh, we know that Dave Picasso is better than Stephen Fulton. Yeah. I guess you could say that Picasso wasn't a champion. He wasn't as accomplished, but well, that's what I said. I mean, when I told you guys, I felt like, who do you think better? Okay, who do you think did better then? This is an interesting question, right? Because I had said, and you guys could tell me if I'm wrong. I think I'm right, but I could be wrong. I said that Picasso was being underrated, and that he would have he would have moments with Inoue. And what I said was that I believed he was a better fighter than Cardenas. Remember Ramon Cardenas, right? He's the one that dropped Inoue in the summer in a barn burner, right? So who performed better then? Did Cardenas do better, even though he got knocked out? Or did Picasso do better in being, I guess competitive, but lasting? Is that a mind bender? Is that a double-edged sword? Picasso was standing his base landing all night versus Inoue. Yeah, he landed some good right hands, but Inoue was never in trouble. He was never in fear. He was never concerned. He kind of just stood in front of him, picked them apart, landed good shots, and chose to avoid a firefight. It didn't make for, people are bashing him because he didn't get Picasso out of there. So it's like all the things can be true, right? Picasso did better than we thought, but he still should have went out on his shield. Do you guys agree that he should have went on his shield, or was he smart in just saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna try to box, and if I go all out, I'm gonna get knocked out." What do you guys think about Picasso? Grade his performance? Does he lose? Does he lose cred? Does he gain cred? Did he do better than you thought? Because he got whooped. He lost 11-1, 10-2. Telk is giving him 3 rounds, but Telk was going hard for him. Salute, hit the like, guys, hit the like. You gave Picasso a B. Is that on? But see, again, let's break it down. Is that only because we didn't think he was gonna do shit? And Inoue really should have got him out of there. You know what they're saying? That's what they're saying. They're saying he beat a prospect. Bulbus says Cardenas did way better, and he wasn't knocked out. The referee unjustly stopped it. Okay, but how does a guy do better if he gets knocked the fuck out? Now, I'm not challenging what you say, but I'm just trying to get the conversation right. Do you really agree with me? Picasso stuck in styles, like you said. Yeah. He knew if he went to go exchange and bang, he was gonna get stopped, right? But then you get stuck in kind of like an in between, like I'm boxing, but I need to go all out, but I'm gonna lose. I'm getting hit with the harder shots. I need to answer back. Yeah, he got stuck in between. Dude was in survival mode from the 4th round forward. Okay, so you're saying he was in survival mode. Do we get credit for that? Should he be rewarded for that? This Inoue fight is more exciting than 90% of Black American fights. That's a good point. That's why they brought the Mexicans in there, because they bring the fight. Somebody has to bring the fight, and that's what I'm talking about at Teofimo Shakira. Is they're making it all on Teofimo to bring the fight, and it's like, bro, a fight takes 2 people. That's what makes a great fight, is when both guys are going for it. The Inoue fight is more exciting. Oh, you already got that, but he didn't get knocked the fuck out. Who didn't get knocked the fuck out? Oh, okay, I know. You're saying Cardenas didn't get knocked the fuck out, but he got fucked up. He was brutalized. But did he do better than Picasso because he went out on a shield? You know what? I'm gonna just say this. When I judge a fight or a fighter and how they come back, and what I think of them is going out on their shield, because there comes a point in time, man, if you're losing that bad, you're down 7-1, you got to go all out. Because what are you really doing as fight fans? What are we really watching and judging if we say, hey, man, you lost and you were content? There was a shitty fight. It was Brandon Figueroa and Fulton. You guys remember that? The second one? I mean, I lost it all for Brandon Figueroa. I was like, bro, I don't want to see this guy. He just was content to lose. He was content to get outboxed. Yeah, he went all 12, but I mean, I want to see somebody be like, look, I know I'm outgunned, I know I'm outmanned, and I'm just gonna go for it. And if I get stopped, I get stopped. My corner will throw the towel in, but that's just how it's gonna be. Fight Fury Films. I think Picasso needed to throw hooks and go out on the shield if his strategies and working. Ring IQ was needed. Would I give him a C? Maton, thank you, salute. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what do we do? Who do we give credit for? That's what I'm saying. Did Cardenas do better because he went out on his shield? He dropped Inoue. Even though he got stopped, people would say, oh no, how did he do better if he got stopped? Or look at this guy, he boxed. He went all 12 rounds. People hang their hat on going 12 rounds with Ali, with Leonard. People do hang their hats on going 12, going the full 12 rounds. That's what Edgar Berlanga bragged about, right? Oh, I went 12 with a legend. So does that make you less of a fighter? Because, I'd rather be the guy that dropped Inoue and, hey, I went out in a barn burner than be like, oh, yeah, I went 12. But really, you just cruised and didn't want to get knocked out. Now tell me if Frank Bay is wrong. Do you see it the way Frank Bay sees it? But you know what? I mean, or does that mean that Picasso's a good boxer? Because that's what a good boxer does, right? It was competitive in the sense he went 12. The neuroscientist was smart the way he. Oh yeah, they were hyping. Okay, that's what it is. Then he's smarter than everybody, right? He's smarter than all of us. That's great. He boxes. I think Fedora is the same way. He's like in Harvard or something. So the normal trope that boxers are idiots is no longer with these type of guys. And who told? So people are shitting on Inoue. Are you guys shitting on Inoue? Did he just beat a prospect? Is what they're saying. They're saying he doesn't have power anymore because he couldn't stop Alan Picasso. They're saying he's already 32, gonna be 33. Did he slipping? What I seen? He looked strong. I mean, for being a small guy, fighting these bigger guys, he just looks sturdy and strong, man. But I can't see him going up to 126. I don't know. Those guys are just gonna be too big for him. If he couldn't hurt Picasso and get him out of there, what's he gonna do with like El Divino, Espinoza? That guy's a monster. That guy truly is a monster. That would probably be the best fight of 2026. More BC. Frank, who you got between Keisha and Jermaine? Shit, man. Look, man, in these type of fights, I want to see Jermaine beat Keisha Davis because I just don't like the guy. I think he's unprofessional. He's an overrated hype job. And Keisha's in a real fight. He's finally going to fight someone that has physical measurements bigger than him. But Keisha is a weight bully, Eric Gomez says facts. The fighter that Inoue is fighting aren't weight bullies that rehydrate 20 pounds the next day. So who are you referring to, Fight Films? Nick Ball versus Inoue? Technique? Oh, yeah. Technique? Oh, okay. I guess you got more accounts. Ingenuity and now Technique. Oh, you're making fun of Technique. Of Telk? Telk has like different names too. How do you guys get all these different names? More DC, Matone, they always got the Bulbous, always got the same. Eric Gomez is a real one. But so what do we think about Inoue's prospects, man? Should he just he was talking about going up to 126. Inoue is definitely pound for pound number one if he beats Rafael Espinoza. I don't think he fights that guy. That'd be too much. Maybe Nick Ball. Do you think Richard Torres or Frank Sanchez is happening? I don't think so. A lot of times, man, if it's gonna happen, they just announce the fights. Like Maritaya Cruz, they just announce the fights. Sugar Nunez, Navarrete, you don't hear. Whenever you hear about negotiations, there's a high chance that it's not gonna happen because for Xander Zayas, Barasu, these fights that happen, they just happen. There's not a lot of A side, B side. Once you start hearing about negotiations, A side, B side, then that means one side is like probably pussyfooting. We seen it with that Richard Hitsonson's and Jermaine Ortiz fallout, right? Uh, Telk says, this is my new name. That Telk arc was over. Okay, I guess Telk is a superhero now, right? He has an arc, a character arc. Who's the villain then, Telk? Where's your villain arc? So Monster Inoue, Junto Nakatani. I would have to favor the Monster Inoue. Is anybody going to pick Nakatani now? I don't think anybody is going to pick Nakatani. Yeah, so we could forget. Well, you know what they'll do. I think we get it, but what they're going to do is double dip. They're going to do like 2 preliminary fights. Hey. Come on. We don't need that in here. Disgusting. It's the holidays. Do y'all not hate just for once on the holidays? It's the holidays, you know? Happy holidays. Are you guys excited for New Year's? Do you guys do anything for New Year's? You know, New Year's has become more and more dangerous. You know, it just seems like more and more. Wasn't there like an attack in New Year's last New Year's? There was like an attack. Guy drove through a barricade, ran over people. Not to depress you, but you know what I mean, right? It's become increasingly dangerous. People act increasingly more ignorant, and they drink and do drugs. You know, it's probably safer to stay home with your family, but then, you know, you want to go get some, man. Go get some strange, you know? Frank Bay got to be out in them streets getting them skonkas, you know, getting them drunk and tipsy. So who's staying home and drinking, getting laid, eating some good food, hanging with the fam bam, or who's going out to risk it in the wild? You know, hunt some skonkas, you know, get with the boys on the yee-yo. Right? I don't promote or condone it, but hey, we all like to party. Telk says, I'm going to get in an unsanctioned fight to sell. Okay, you want to beat some ass, right? Beat some ass, kick ass, and take names later. That's one way. That's one way to celebrate. You know, I used to go to the clubs. You know, I used to go to the clubs and try to snatch me one for the New Year's. New Year's was probably the best time to get laid. It really was. Like, I don't know, girls were just more ready on the New Year. You know, I think they were just like, you know, women, they were like, oh, I'll give some up and then I'll start a new year. I won't be a slut for the new year. You know what I'm saying? So was it a good year of boxing? Does it look like the new year of boxing is going to be good? You know, TKO, Turkey, the 12 pay-per-views with the subscription. You still got Top Rank without a home. You got PBC still in limbo, selling pay-per-views. You know, boxing is headed in a different direction, man. You got TKO out there. They're going to have a card in January, but there won't be any big names. You got Teo Shakur ready to come down through the pipeline, right? Boots is waiting for the winner, Zayas and Barasu, to vacate the belts. I don't follow you. They're going to vacate the belts? Will we ever see Telk in Border Wars? Yeah, Telk is famous, man. Everybody knows that guy. But yeah, man, yeah. So Inoue, you know, one of the conversations is Inoue and Bam. How do we feel about that? Me, I don't like it. I don't think Bam is ready for Inoue. Bam, you guys don't. If Nakatani moved up one weight class and looked severely, his punching power is severely diminished, I just can't see Bam Rodriguez doing it like that. He's gonna have a tough time at 118. He's a small guy. It don't matter, man. That, you know, that's the weight class in boxing, right? Like, you eventually reach a limit into how far up you can go, right? There's always a limit to these things, and I just can't see Bam. Bam is ready, Frank. You think so? I can't see it. He's too small, man. He's really undersized. If Junto Nakatani struggled against the guy that he was rough and rugged, but it wasn't like he had extreme talent or skills. He just was, his main attribute was being rough and rugged, right? So I can't see that. I just can't see it. I'd have to see Bam at 118 first, right? More DC. Oh, he's saying if Zayas beats Barasu, he will vacate all the belts and move. Oh, you really that fast? That's interesting. I never even... Did you hear that, or you're just speculating? That is very interesting, though. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like. Lord Chilaquiles. Yeah, man. What do you guys think? Are you guys hype? Are you guys more hyped for Inoue and Nakatani, or is it like, you know what, man? I wasn't impressed with Nakatani. I don't think anybody was, man. His eye got lumped up. He looked done, man. He looked done, right? You got your sources. Okay, you're locked in. You're tapped in. Yeah, 118 is trash. Bam should go to 122. Yeah, yeah. You know what? That's what we'll do. I'm gonna look this up, huh? That's what we gotta do around here, right? Is we gotta look things up. What is waiting for these guys, right? Bam. Was Bam? Because I thought Bam was supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight that. He was supposed to fight the winner of that Tenshiri and Wabaldo, right? That's what he was supposed to do. I believe that's what he was supposed to do, but then that fight fell through. So now what is he supposed to do? Because I guess he wants to be undisputed, right? So they're at where is Bam at? 115. Yes, Bam is at 115. He already conquered it. So 118. Let's see. Wabaldo played sick. Yeah, that's what they're saying, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say if he did or not, because people have gotten sick over there. So, it's hard to say, but let's see. So Bam is the man at 115, right? He conquered the division, so now he's looking at 118. 118 at the top is let's see. It's all Japanese guys. Tsuyami, Medina, Inoue, Ishida, Higa. Damn. Oh, okay. Let's see. Have to move things around. Okay. So the champion is Christian Medina. He has 4 losses. Shushu, more DC. Shushu Carrington is fighting Carlos Castro for the. Yeah, that should be a layup. I'm like, look, I mean, it's for a vacant title, top rank. They're very good at getting their guys these interim, vacant titles. They did it for Keisha versus Baranchek, and they're good at that. But it's a vacant title against a guy who got beat by Stephen Fulton. So what does it really prove? It doesn't prove much, in my opinion. So you have Christian Medina 26-4 at 118. Jose Salas Reyes 17-0. Although he's not even ranked, so he's the champion of the IBF. There, it's all vacant, and then the WBC is vacant, and then Soya Susanami. He is 13-0 with 3 draws, and Nonito Donaire is still up there. Let Bam fight Nonito Donaire. Juan Estrada, Diego Hiaga. So, I mean, nobody knows these names, man. Do you guys know these guys? I mean, is it any fights that you go, oh, man, I need to see this one? I've seen this Take guy, Nusuagwa, Maloney. I guess that's who they're just trying to get a Bam fight. I mean, just let him fight Maloney. Okay, we don't need this. Some things I don't mind. Some things I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that. Why would Bam fight Mexicans in Japan? That's a good question. Who knows? They if they put up the money, they do some kind of double header with Nakatani and Inoue. But as far as Bam going up to fight Inoue, I'm not really hyped about it. I think it's too soon. Let Bam live. Let him get some good wins. Inoue, he has Nakatani problems, and then maybe he can go to 126. But what do you think about them saying that, Inoue's having problems and he beat a prospect, and it's just a lot of hate going on, right? A lot of hate. It's crazy. It really is. All the hate that the guy gets. Let's go to go to X and what everybody's saying. Yeah, man, everybody's just kind of shitting on Inoue. They really are. Let's go. So all the hate. Who said Inoue looked all right? He looked all right, but they're saying that he should have stopped the guy, that he beat up a prospect, and things like that. So he's not getting a lot of love on social media from the fans. I dropped the link. Inoue looked all right. Yeah, he looked all right, but he could have did better. He should have. He should have got that guy out of there. Picasso, he fought to survive, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you won't like what I said, but that's just kind of, I think, Picasso, he should have went out on his shield. Bam versus Inoue is fire. Bam brutalizes Inoue. That's a tough task, man. That's a tough. I'm telling you, I hear you, man. If you're a fan of Bam, I hear you, but it's not easy. Crawford struggles with prospects who had 10 fights. That's a good point. But Madrimov was a champion, but I mean, it's all relative, right? Madrimov got an interim title, vacant title. That's boxing, man. It's just that we got to break it down. It's not a love or hate. It's not a love or hate thing, but it's just breaking it down. Okay, hold on, Telk. 1 second. Got to just make sure you're the real guy. People like to imitate you and things like that. And hopefully your mic works today, dude. Hello, Telk.
What's going on, Frank?
What's up, Telk? What you got to say today?
Well, not the result that I wanted, of course.
Yeah.
But Picasso did better than any of Inoue's other opponents. And, he was more defensively responsible. And, like I said, he used his brain not to get brain damage.
He uses brain. Okay, so you mean to say that he fought smart?
Very smart, bro. I mean, he was limited. We knew that, bro. But I told you his heart would be the difference here. How intense he was, and of course, he didn't have the intensity to win the night.
Okay, but do you think he could have went out in a shield?
That would have been very dumb. To go out there and drop your hands and say, all right, Inoue, punch me in the face. Think about that. Oh, how are you going to be affected 5-10 years down the road?
Well, but we want to see fights, man. You got to go out on your shield.
I mean, are you the one getting brain damage in the ring?
No, we're the one watching the fights. We want to see, we want to see you go all out.
I mean, don't shit on somebody for being smart, defensively smart. It's not like he was running away from Inoue on all four corners kind of shit. As long as he wasn't freaking running away like Shakur being a track star, he made it more entertaining than a Shakur fight.
Yeah. I like I said though, but my only thing is, can we give credit for somebody playing it safe? That's really what my.
I mean, that was a defensively responsible performance on Picasso's part. Okay, I'm not gonna call it playing it safe. I think his style is awkward. And that's what I meant by saying he's stuck in between styles, not that Inoue had him flustered. I think his style is unorthodox and perhaps a little too unorthodox for a lot of people's liking. And, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah. Did he earn points with you, though? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't lose.
Yeah, man. I got kicked out of the CCD. But I started my own community now, so I'm not really worried about it. So
yeah. Well, I don't know how you can get kicked out of something, but they're coming for you. Telk lost all his reputation. Picasso didn't win a round.
Yeah, actually, look at the judges. One of the judges' scorecards. They actually gave him 3 rounds. And another judge gave him 1 round. So if you didn't score a round for Picasso, then you don't know shit about boxing.
Well, there it is, right? If you didn't give Picasso a round, then you don't know shit about boxing. Yeah, I mean, look, man, the way I see it, I don't. Shit, man. I mean, he did better than we thought. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say about him.
I mean, you guys probably thought he was gonna get knocked out in the mid to late rounds.
No, because
like, I knew
when I was on here, you just said what I said is that I said I think he'll do better than people give him credit for. But then it's hard to say. It's like, but when I say that, it's like then I have to give him credit for playing it safe and going 12 rounds.
I mean, is being defensively responsible playing it safe?
If you're losing, I don't. Yeah, it's playing it safe because that's the point of the game.
I mean, right? It's not like he was running away from it.
Yeah, well,
not throwing back, bro. I mean, he was limited. You know, he wasn't. I mean, the pace was different. The gear, like Bulbous said, he has a gear, but you know, he kind of picked it up in the 12th, bro. But
hit the light,
he never could get out of it. He could never get out of first and second gear. He couldn't get in the third, fourth, and fifth. You know, the gear was stuck.
I dropped the link. Hit the like. Don't be a hater.
Yeah, bro. But I'm proud of Picasso's performance. Very proud, bro.
I mean, that's one way to look at it, right? Like you can say, well, you know
what? Oh, here we go. Here is this Blaze right here?
Yeah, that's Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze, you're a freaking cuck, bro. That's what I think about you, bro.
He said Picasso didn't win
go ahead and ban me out of your server. I'm opening up the Indian boxing community.
Damn.
Bharat Mata Ki. Bharat Mata Ki. Bharat Mata Ki. Fuck you, me.
Oh shit. Tell got that smoke. No, man, I mean, you know what? No matter what, he can always say he went 12 with a legend, right? Like Inoue's a legend, so he went 12 with a legend. You can't take that away from him. But me, like I said, man, I just gotta say, man, I'd rather a guy go out in a shield. Now I know you.
I mean, what? Like drop his hands and say, "Come here, Inoue. Just give it to me, man. Just give it to me like he's a
just
freaking...
go out, man." Damn, Frank will back Indian boxing with Tell all day, baby. I love Curry.
Yeah, bro. I mean, look at Niraj Goyat in that last weekend, bro.
And
what
Blaze,
he did to Anthony Taylor with
Blaze is gonna be first in line for the new what's that movie they were announcing? The oh my gosh, Prince Nassim Hamed movie. Blaze is gonna be first in line.
yeah, Johnny. Blaze was trying to insult you in the Discord earlier, bro.
Like, who, me?
Low key, bro. Yeah, bro.
What do you say?
He tried to refer what I was saying about you, bro. I was like, man, you clowning, bro. Because I was talking about Frank Sanchez, right?
Oh.
You thought I was talking about
man.
you.
I'm always catching strays. I ain't tripping, man.
Yeah, man.
I ain't tripping.
Like I was talking about Frank Sanchez being a bum, and he's like, man, don't talk about Frank Bay like that.
You didn't know I ain't Mexican. I'm African American from where'd they say? I'm from St. Louis. I got a grill. So
well, man.
I'm used to it. I'm just cosplaying. I'm just, trying to get the Mexican boxing community on my side.
Well, of course, bro. You want to get all the communities, regardless of what race or background, bro. Really, diversify the approach. There you go.
Yeah, man, you have to, man. It's worldwide. You have to be a friend of every color, every race, every creed. You got to be a friend to everybody.
Yeah, bro. Eventually, bro, it's like you got to come out from underneath whatever rock.
Exactly. Open your mind, guys. You got to have an open mind out here. See, Telki, he has an open mind. He accepts other religions and races and creeds. We can't be stuck in the same mindset, right? But what do you
I
think
mean,
about her? What did you think about Hernandez? How did you think? Did you
he
think
was
he won?
robbed,
Oh, you
and
said he was
it
robbed.
was obvious the reason why he was robbed, and it's just unfortunate. I think the mechanic did enough to win the fight.
Oh, he really was a mechanic. You guys weren't fucking
Yeah,
around.
yeah, bro. That what was going on with his kids, man. That hurts, bro. That really does hurt, bro. Like he just had his own, he had life going on, you know. So
Yeah. Salute Bone. Salute Ralph Unreal. Blaze Picasso is decent. Later on, you will see.
yeah, I'm not gonna go into the Ganges River. Do not worry about that. I'm too. I care about my health too much to be jumping in the Ganges River or be drinking the water. Okay.
I would hope so. I would hope so. Yeah, man, you got to have limits on everything. You know, everything that glitters ain't gold. You know, you should have an open mind, but still be judgmental, if that makes sense. You know, I'm not a risk taker, I don't think. So, what do you think about Inoue? Should he have got Picasso out of there, or was Picasso just tough, so he really couldn't?
Picasso's a tough fighter, bro. He's a smart individual. You know, he was like, you know what? You know, if Inoue's gonna just pop off on me here, I'm gonna tighten up my guard as much as possible, and you know, I'm gonna try to outlast him here, or try to last the rounds here and do what I can. That's exactly what he did. Yeah. I mean, it picked up in the 12th round. That's proof of it.
Word. But you said you
it's
were
not like he was. It's not like he was just running away the whole time.
Yeah, but you said you were never an Inoue fan anyway. You said he was overrated.
I'm not an Inoue fan anyway, but I gotta be honest about the result too, right?
What?
I'm not an Inoue fan, but I have to be honest about the result.
Okay, so what's your honest? What are you being honest about?
I just told you. I just told you. Like,
but tell me again.
Picasso won 3 rounds.
Oh, okay. John Blaze said don't back losers. Lesson of the day for Telke. Did you boot him, Blaze?
Well, lesson of the day is actually honor your bets, Blaze, and until then, bro.
Ew,
until you learn to honor your bets, I'm coming for your. I'm going to destroy your community, bro.
Damn, he said it's war.
I'm gonna do some low key server raids, bro.
Ooh, Telt gonna buy some meat from the dude with the toenail. Oh shit gets real, man. Shit gets real. Telt said don't fuck with the Telt.
No, it's all fun and games until the trolls come out their layers, bro. Let me tell you.
That'll do it, man. The trolls rule. I don't fuck with the trolls. I try to stay somewhat neutral. You know what I'm saying? Try to limit the beef. It's fun. It's cool, but you know, I don't like to get too in depth.
I mean, I try to stay retired from trolling, but idiotic situations like the one you see, you know, forces me to conduct myself.
But why can't you just keep it boxing? Just keep it boxing. It doesn't have to get personal.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. But so I'll take care of his ass later. I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
But anyway,
that's my thing. Yeah, you know, it's just boxing. Just keep it boxing, and it doesn't have to get personal. You know.
Yeah, but he made it personal, bro. He made it personal.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, because I made him a bet last week, and he never honored it. And
I think you guys
then he acted like a bitch this week.
I think you guys will work it out. You work it out, Blaze.
That,
Blaze is a decent guy. You know, he comes across as kind of, you know,
he backed Inoue. He backed Inoue over the Mexican fighter. And well, he wasn't really showing his truth.
But
when was he raising
you know what?
a Mexican
but here's
flag
the thing,
though.
Fight? Here's the thing. For me, it's just I'm not gonna back somebody if I feel they're gonna lose. Like remember Santillan I didn't back Santillan versus Norman because I was like, man, he's kind of a punching bag. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, and Picasso, I couldn't really back him because I felt like he wasn't ready for this. So, I wanted him to win. It would have been great for him to win. But, for me, for Frank Bay, it's hard to just go 100% for somebody you don't really feel is going to win.
Yeah.
You got to be realistic out here,
Indian
man.
boxing is number one, bro. Is all I got to say.
Oh, shit. I fucked you on that.
And Niraj Goyat and my boy Nishant Dev are the face of Indian boxing.
There it is. I fuck with that, man. Salute. Fuck with Indian boxing, number one, baby. It's going to take over. You know it. Yeah. But at the end of the day,
Puro killed CCD. How did he kill CCD?
Well, I don't
because all the clown shit. Yeah.
Well, you know what, man? Here's what I gotta say about it. Like I said, it's the internet, man. It's just the internet. The internet is forever. The internet will say everything, anything. But look, I wouldn't be here without the internet. So it's like a double-edged sword. You know what I mean? I literally would not be here without Blaze and Bobus and you. What the fuck would I be doing? I would there's just and I love the conversations, man. I want to see Indian boxing. I want to see it's Japanese boxing, right? Like it's Japanese boxing over Mexican boxing. They made Mexican boxing look bad, didn't they? Like they tried to humiliation
robbery. A robbery decision in the co-main. I mean that doesn't look good on the Saudis who were paying paying for this event.
But it's crazy. It's like they use the Mexicans with no remorse. It's like they're literally using.
So why doesn't Indian boxing have a gold medalist? Oh yeah, because he was robbed in the quarterfinals against Marco Verde in Paris. That's the reason why. You fucking cunt.
Wow. Yeah, you're gonna have a uphill battle with Indian boxing. I'm just telling you the truth.
I don't care about the uphill battle. Any battle worth fighting is hard. Okay.
Well, there you go. Right. Like, what's the point of a battle if it's easy? That's what it is, man. You know what makes a man is his competitors. That's the measure, right? You're nobody until somebody kills you. Literally.
Yeah, well, I'm not even mad. I just have my my new community going.
Well,
and these people, and Bones say this: you don't actually need to eat steak in order to.
Bobus says Mexicans still get treated like. Mexicans still get treated like.
That's a common misconception that you clowns actually believe.
Well, Bobus says Mexicans still get treated like second-class citizens in boxing, and you know what? It's true, man. Because if it wasn't for Sebastian Hernandez showing up and showing out, Mexican boxing would have been humiliated. Because that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I don't like what Turki Al-Sheikh is doing.
Explain.
Who do you think put the money in for this event?
Well, yeah, no, I know, but what I'm saying is that they use Mexican boxing to put everybody over, the Eastern Europeans, the African Americans, now the Indians with like Shiraz. They want to use Pacheco to put Shiraz over. They used Berlanga to put Shiraz over. So everybody uses the Mexican boxing, and if they can't get a Mexican, then they get a Dominican or a Puerto Rican or something like that. Telk hyped up the wrong Mexican. Should have hyped up Hernandez instead. Well, that's Blaze beef, man. He said you hyped up the wrong guy.
Blaze is a freaking clown. He never honored his bet after Goyat schooled AT, and he's a freaking clown. Is all I gotta say, bro. Indian boxing #1, bro.
Indian boxing #1. I fuck with that, man.
Bharat Mata Ki. Bharat Mata Ki.
Now I can't do it, but I respect your how do I say it? Your chutzpah. Like you have a lot of hunger for it.
Yeah, bro. Like screw what these people think sometimes, bro. Because imaginary bets, bro. Yeah, right. You delusional prick.
Hit the like, guys. Hit the like.
You created this bet without agreement. Right? You created that bet out of this bet with Inoue and Picasso. You're the one who came out with it because I made a regular prediction. So I'm exposing you now, Blaze. So it's recorded.
There it is. It's recorded.
Don't play freaking stupid. You got it. I already got it already. You freaking clown.
So what do we think? Is Bam ready? What do you guys think? Is Bam ready for? You think Bam's ready for Inoue, right? You think he can just go beat Inoue right now? Weren't you saying that earlier?
Yeah, Bam beats Inoue, bro. Bam beats Inoue. But before I go further on that, I need to address something that I was addressing previously. And this isn't no fake bet, bro. I've betted my reputation on the Niraj Goyat fight. I never betted my reputation on this Inoue fight. This is a bet that Blaze created. And he said if Picasso doesn't win, then you're demoted and you'll be kicked out, bro.
Well, that's the bet.
And so Blaze is acting like a low-key bitch. And he doesn't even back the Mexican fighters. So if you don't back the Mexican fighter, then what the fuck are you doing at the head of the CCB and trying to represent Mexican fighters, bro?
What's up, Phenom? Salute. What up, Frank? Well, that's the thing about betting, right? Is you don't know, and if you lose, you got to pay up. It's that simple, man. You can't really argue about a bet. If you make a bet, you make a bet, and that's the thing.
We never made the bet on this.
I'm just talking about in general.
I mean, that the Niraj Goyat fight, that was a bet.
No, I mean in general. I'm just saying in general because I see people make bets all the time on social
because
media.
I make a prediction, YouTube. Blaze, doesn't mean you got to act like a bitch. Okay. Well,
I think you guys need to settle it. You guys need to settle it and have.
Nah, he's just acting like a bitch. I don't care about it now. I'm gonna just ignore him. Let's just talk boxing.
Yeah,
because boxing is the reason why we're here.
Exactly. But what do you think? So Bam beating Inoue. Who do we want to see that right now, or is it too soon?
Honestly, I think it's right now, kind of now, because what is Inoue gonna do in the meantime, waiting for Nakatani to fight Hernandez?
No, they're not gonna run it back. They're gonna go straight to the Nakatani fight.
They're gonna lose stock if they do that.
Nah, they'll lose.
They're gonna have to give Hernandez this rematch, bro.
Nah, they're not going to. They'd be crazy to do it. They're not going to. Trust me. T-Swoop, salute. Picasso is actually a good boxer, just a little green right now. Yeah. That T-Swoop. That's what I was trying to say. I trying to ask. Who did better, Cardenas or Picasso? Remember, Cardenas did drop him. He got stopped, but he got dropped. Who would you rather be? Does he get more credit for that, or does Picasso get more stock because he at least went 12, but he didn't go out on a shield? But yeah, I thought Picasso was better than Cardenas. I think he's a little bit of better fighter. Cardenas did better, Blaze, because he went on a shit, but he got stopped. How do you do better if you get stopped? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm
saying? How do you do better when you get freaking brain damage and you get your brain knocked through the back of your skull?
But see, that's why this shit is crazy, because people are saying Cardenas did better.
No, you guys don't really know much.
No, but no, that's what I'm saying though. I'm not trying to stand on either one. I'm really just putting it out there. Like, it's just crazy how as boxing fans we can take different stances and views on these things, because it's like, at least that's what I'm saying. At least he dropped Inoue. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he went out in his shield. He said, fuck it. I'm just going to go out. Either he's going or I'm going. But you can...
But would you rather be retarded for 10 years after the fight, or would you rather
you're going to be retarded either
so you
way.
Don't be retarded.
But you're going to be retarded either way. It's boxing. Bro, it's boxing.
I mean, not if you fight defensively responsible.
But even then, you can still get fucked up. Like, dude, in reality, like, even if you try to fight safe, you can still get fucked up. You know, you get punched a certain way and the lights get turned out. It don't have to be.
Well, if you're slick, like if you're defensively slick, you don't have to worry about that shit. And if you're a real one, you don't have to worry about that shit. If you're sitting there getting freaking clipped like a clown, then yeah, you're gonna go night-night.
And then Boba says, and he was boxing beautifully, and the ref stopped it. So there's that part. And then John Blaze said, he says Cardenas went for it. Picasso looked like a bitch. Ha. That, yeah, I mean, you could say that.
Yeah,
too.
Cardenas looked like a clown when he got knocked out, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how people look and feel about the fight. Cardenas gave him a good fight, probably the best since on there, because people like what they seen. Cardenas went out on the shield. Cardenas was getting all kinds of poontang after that loss. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he lost. He got stopped. But he went out like a G. No, you know, he went out like Tony Montana.
Yeah, going out like that is really stupid, to be honest. Like, why say, here you go, knock me unconscious, man? Think about it, man. It's not logical.
That's a good. What about this? So, something just hit me because T Swoof mentioned no, Picasso actually was developing skills. What about this? Could this Picasso Inoue thing be Picasso's Canelo experience with Floyd Mayweather?
Yes.
Are you guys? Am I making sense here? Did I just drop a gem without really dropping a gem?
Yes. This is exactly what I'm trying to imply.
Nah. T Swoof said it first. You don't get to steal it, Telp. I'm sorry.
I was trying to imply this, even if.
Yeah. Nah. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
I said this yesterday. Okay, I said this yesterday in BDA. Discord, that if Inoue wins, that I would give him the credit.
Okay.
You know, for doing it, as long as he did it in an honorable fashion, in which he did. You know, it wasn't his best performance. And Blaze is sitting here saying this out of arrogance, you know, and my job on here is to destroy egos and set aside all the ignorance.
Johnny Picasso, Ralph Unreal says Johnny Picasso's good. You will see in time. Well, that's what I'm saying is that isn't it similar to how
he was developing. He was developing his skill, and what better fight to do it against the undisputed.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very similar. It's very similar to Canelo versus Mayweather, a young green fighter, young green Mexican fighter going against a legend and getting beat handily, but handling himself well. And I was disappointed in Canelo after that. I was like, man, he should have went all out. He didn't go for it. But, you know, I was wrong because he ends up becoming a
Are you going to
legend.
be able to go for it if you're just frustrated? Have you ever thought about that?
Who are you asking me? No, man, you just go for it. Like, it's not that hard of a concept. Picasso will continue
Yeah,
college with a deep
Picasso's already got his degree. What are you talking about, bro?
Well, no, but I just mean more like Picasso will have learned like Canelo did versus Mayweather because you lost to a legend. You went 12 rounds with a legend. That's a lot though. Like that's a
Yeah,
big
man.
ass
Maybe he
accomplishment.
could learn something from that. Like he could, like he could go up in weight. I mean, probably
Yeah,
what I would do if I were him is go
because
up in weight.
I ain't gonna lie. When I seen Canelo lose to Mayweather, I was like I was off the Canelo train. I was pissed. I was mad. I was like, man, I can't believe I put all this faith in Canelo, and then he just disappointed me like that. You know, that was
Yeah,
before.
Picasso looks like he should be at like he should be at featherweight or like 130. Like he's
Well,
I feel
Blaze,
like if he was at a higher
I
weight,
dropped the
maybe
link,
you'd have
guys.
more
Hit the
snap
like.
to his
Yeah,
punches.
I dropped the link. Hit the like. John Blaze is trying to cook me. He said, "Nah, fuck that, Frank. Shut the fuck up." Nello at that age already did a lot. Stop comparing trash to him. No, it's the same thing though. Blaze, I'm trying to say that Picasso could really make a big, large comeback because that's what a lot of the chat is saying. T Swoop is saying it that he has skills and that's gonna be his Mayweather moment. That's all I'm saying. Could it be? I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying could it be because that's what happened to Canelo, right? He lost and it wasn't close. I mean, he got beat pretty good by Floyd Mayweather. I'm saying me, I had when I watched it, I kind of was like disappointed. I was disappointed. Canelo at 25 was already a champ. Okay, yeah. I hear what you're saying. The photo of Crawford resembles a California raisin. Yeah, no, I'm just kind of making a general statement, analogy. Could that be a Picasso moment? Canelo ruined Mexican boxing. Well, Canelo's held to a different standard, and it's not always about Canelo. Canelo different though. To Frank and his guests, yeah. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. What year is? Do you know what year it is with the Chinese New Year? Is it the year of the pig or the tiger or what is it? That's in February, right? The
I could
Chinese.
care less, bro. Screw the
Ah,
Chinese.
hey, calm down, dude. It's everybody is.
I mean, did you not hear what was going on at Arunachal Pradesh, bro? They're
I
trying
don't
to
want to
freaking
know.
claim that part of India, bro. That's offensive, bro.
It's okay. I don't want
That's
to know.
offensive,
I
bro.
don't.
You're not
Okay,
gonna
okay,
claim that
okay.
territory.
We don't need to. I don't do that here. Horse. The year of the horse. Isn't that good luck? A year of the horse is good luck, I think. Bones says Canelo is allergic to skilled black boxers. Chavez the Mexican goat. Yeah, well, that's Oscar kind of sandbagged Canelo with that, right?
I mean, what are you talking about? Chavez got dropped and exposed by Frankie Randall. He got exposed by a dude from Morristown, Tennessee, bro.
You guys have
A
to
guy
learn, Yoda
you'd
Blaze.
call a crip, right? A guy who they would call a crip.
Well,
Freaking knocked down Chavez Sr. Put him. It was so hilarious, bro. And he slapped your boy up. And the only reason why Chavez got it in the rematch was because of some bullshit cut,
well, no,
bro.
Frankie Randall didn't he get busted for drugs? Oh, Wash Chavez. That's what he said.
Frankie Randall got charged outside of boxing for drugs.
No, he failed a drug
because
test.
he was doing the. He was trying to deal with the addiction. And he was like getting out of control with that shit.
So it looks like we have Boba says Chavez was on drugs. Ralph says Blaze Picasso might be champ. So it looks like the channel, we're all split. Picasso, some are saying he's washed, he's a bum, he was just a contender, and he got washed. And then the other half is saying he still has skills and he could still become something. Randall was a bum too. Yeah, man. I mean,
yeah. Randall was a bum enough to break the immortal streak of Chavez Sr., right?
What are you, not a fan of Chavez?
Oh, of course, I like Chavez Senior, bro. But of course, these guys are saying Frankie Randall's a bum.
Oh, they're saying Frankie Randall's a bum. Okay, I was a little confused. Look, man, I mean, people lose fights. It happens. Hey, Picasso will come back.
How about Bones? You go over there to India so we can smear your faces in this shit. We can, and after that, after we knock you unconscious, then we'll throw you in the sacred river.
Whoa! I don't know about all that. Has there been an Indian champ? Isn't Shiraz? He's
in the Grand G, which you keep on joking about. You want to keep on playing stupid games, you win stupid prizes, bro.
Isn't Shiraz Shiraz? Isn't he an interim champ already?
He is fighting for. What is he fighting Pacheco for the WBO belt? Yeah.
No, interim though. I thought he was already interim. Shiraz and Khan were Pakistani. It's all the same to me. I don't know. It's just like Asian. It's Asian.
Yeah.
Asian
good thing he's getting this Pacheco fight, man. It's good for his reputation. He can give Pacheco a beating of a lifetime. Earn a belt. And not just get gifted it, right? Which is even better. And
okay.
Shiraz is going to defeat all these clowns by anal destruction.
All his best wins were controversial. Who are you talking about now? Pacheco not ready, like Picasso. You're basing it off the Sajo fight. Is he? But Shiraz not like Shiraz is his killer. You don't think he stands a chance against Shiraz? I don't know. I think he beats Shiraz. I think Pacheco is good. I think Pacheco's good. I mean, that guy Sajo was a rough, tough customer. Hit the like. I dropped the link. Pacheco don't have a real trainer. Oh, because he left David Sr.?
Well, yeah, Pacheco is a freaking clown, bro. Like, why did he do that?
What's he a clown for?
Well, what are you gonna do? Find Freddie Roach, who doesn't have time to train you?
So now Pacheco's a clown? I don't think he's a clown.
Yeah, he's a clown. The way he does business, bro. Like,
you mean
the way he left his coach and everything. Like,
who? Benavidez Senior?
Yeah, there's no reason for him to do that.
Ralph from Real says Berlanga, Munguia, Pacheco, Shiraz. Yeah, that's a good matchup. But I thought they were talking about Berlangas and Resendiz, and then Munguia and then Billy. That's what I seen. Needs to find a new trainer. Pacheco needs a good trainer. Bones isn't Croatian, huh? Have they ever called you? What, you guys are on something else?
Yeah. Pacheco needs to go see Ronnie Shields.
Ronnie Shields. Oh my gosh. Nah, man, he's still good. Pacheco's good.
That would be so hilarious. Him and Ronnie Shields working together. That would be so hilarious.
Why we're saying he's not good after one fight? Like, that was a tough fight, and he did good, and he won.
Well, he looked like a bum.
Trash.
He looked like a bum.
I don't think he looked like a bum. That guy was a tough. That guy was a tough fighter.
Shiraz is gonna tear his head off and shit down his neck.
Now I see, because you think Shiraz is gonna beat him.
No, I know Shiraz is gonna beat him.
Well, yeah.
Anybody who thinks Pacheco is gonna win this fight is not smart at all.
He didn't look good. He got dropped. Yeah, I know, but that guy was a tough fighter, and he fought through it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just kind of.
What do you think Shiraz is, bro? He's not gonna give a fuck.
I mean, Shiraz, all he did was crush a can in Bumlanga. That wasn't like you get pound for that.
I mean, you're acting like this other guy's pound for pound, bro.
Who? Sajo? No, I'm just saying he's tough. Even the
no, you're acting like Pacheco is pound for pound.
I know, no, how? How am I acting like Pacheco's pound for pound? I'm just
you're giving him too much credit, bro. For like you don't think he's gonna get his ass kicked.
He didn't. I didn't think he got his ass kicked.
No, he will get his ass kicked. Is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, until he does, then I think he's good. I'm saying he's good. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think after he gets his ass kicked, he should go and fight some club fights. Amass a record and just fighting cans.
Blaze says Shiraz gonna KO him, needs a good trainer and more fights, my boy. You think Shiraz is going to KO Pacheco? Shiraz sleeps. Damn, I guess I'm the only one.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's obvious. It's pretty obvious.
All right, I'm gonna remember this one because I don't think he gets slept. Now, I'm not saying Pacheco goes in and beats him, but damn, just like that, he gets slept. Nah, I don't think so.
Man, he's gonna look like Pac-Man when he got blasted out of there by Marquez.
Man, you're going way overboard with it. Everybody forgot Shiraz lost to it. Like he didn't get stopped. It's not like he got. You guys act like he got fucking knocked out.
I mean, Shiraz was injured against Adames, you freaking idiot.
He was injured now. I don't remember
these
that.
These people are freaking. These guys are freaking clowns.
But I don't. You're saying he was injured, but I don't remember anybody saying Shiraz was injured. Where did they say he was injured?
Obvious, he was injured, bro. He had a
no. So you said he was injured. Now
he had the weight cut, and then he was. And then what happened was there was a fracture in his hand that fucked around with the way he landed his punches. So he really wasn't able to really establish anything. When a fighter breaks their fucking hand, not everybody's gonna react the same. Not everyone's gonna punch the same after their hand is broken.
Okay, so what? He broke it during the fight? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there was a bit of situation to that regard.
I don't know. I don't remember that. I don't know if it's factual or proof, or you're just saying that. But
well, he did injure his hand in that fight. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. That has to be confirmed to me.
I mean, that's it.
Maybe you're right, but I don't remember that. I don't. So either way, I don't think it's a given. He just beats up Pacheco. They didn't even.
Adames is a blockhead. Okay. I mean, and that's all we gotta say about.
Oh, that's right. Because you go hard for the Indian fighters. That's why I'm tripping. I'm like, damn, Telka's really going in for Shiraz. I'm like, oh, that's right. He's going for the Indian guy.
Well, Shiraz is from Pakistan, actually. Or his people are from Pakistan.
It's close
enough. Well, that's actually different. Until the land is conquered. Until the land is conquered.
Okay,
it's just
close enough for you. Okay, it's still close enough for you. But
no, that's actually Muslim, the Muslim territory, and India is more Hindu.
Okay, I know, but for me, I just still close enough. Like I'm just telling you.
I mean, you're trying to. That's like comparing Kazakhstan to.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like,
you know what I mean. You don't. Yeah. You don't compare the two because they're
I know,
each
but that's what I'm saying. It's just like if you throw in a bunch of Asians, the Cambodians, and the I don't know. They just got a bunch of little. It's the same to me. Like they're just still like that type of Asian. You know what I'm saying? I just lump it together instead of going to each little individual place. But yeah, I mean, Pacheco, he didn't look great, but Shiraz, I mean, he's good, but he ain't great. You think Shiraz is great? Well, I don't know what happened to Telk. But we got sidetracked. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or rude. I'm just saying, if you take like a region, that's what it is, like a region. You could have different areas in a region, but the region is still region, right? That's what I meant. Virgil and Mutai would kill Adamas. Yeah, the guy's largely inactive though. The Adamas is the same level as Lubin, and that's who Shiraz kind of struggled with. Yeah, yeah. You know what, man? I mean, look, man. People are split on Pacheco because he didn't look great, but I don't. I think it's 50-50. Shiraz and Pacheco is 50-50 in my opinion. That's all I was trying to get to, you know. But I'm gonna actually bring it back to the night. The night we're talking about, the night of the samurai. All those guys are mid. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Blaze. It was like, and Billy, Pacheco, Shiraz, they're all kind of in the same boat. You know, with the belts being spread out, they'll all get belts, and it'll be interesting. But nobody in that is elite until somebody emerges. Steve Kim says, okay, saw the two main events from the night of the samurai in Saudi Arabia. Some thoughts. Now, do you guys familiar with this guy? He's a big boxing head pundit. Naoya Inoue is now more about speed and boxing than put the Oscar class. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try to find it. Naoya Inoue is more about speed and boxing than pure power than in the past as he faces bigger men. That's what it looked like. He put forward another sharp performance versus Picasso and basically pitching a shutout. I do think he lost a half inch off his fastball. So basically he's saying what everybody's saying, right? That basically Inoue, he's losing a little bit of credit because he should have got the guy out of there, right? Still, it will take a damn good fighter who has special night to topple the monster. I mean, he's pretty spot on in his boxing analysis. As for Junto Nakatani, got pushed to the edge and nearly pushed off it by Sebastian Hernandez, who put on a tenacious effort I've seen in recent years. Nakatani might have the edge based off his strong start. That's what I was saying, is that Hernandez gave away like the first 2-3 rounds. Easy. He didn't do anything. The first 2 rounds he for sure gave away. And I knew that was going to be the sticking point.
Man, who's this dude who wrote this bull crap on this Inoue fight, bro?
Steve Kim. He's like, he's been on BDA before.
Oh, no, not Steve Kim again. Oh my God.
Yeah.
There was a reason why he got fired, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
He would write about things in such a kiss-ass way. It was so much glazing, bro.
Boba says Hernandez was downloading. Yeah, but if you watch the fight, he didn't do literally nothing the first 2 rounds, and that's why he lost. But I mean, shit, man, he came on strong. That was a true gut check for Nakatani, who we're used to seeing score dominant KOs, but credit to Hernandez. He obviously didn't read the script coming to this bout. So after what we saw this morning, is your anticipation for Inoue Nakatani what it was beforehand? And that's the question. Like, did it lose its luster? What do you guys think about it? Hit the like. I dropped the link. Are you guys still excited for that fight?
No. I think they need to go fight some bums.
Why would you go fight bums?
Because that's what all these other fighters are doing nowadays, is just fighting bums in between fighting each other.
Well, no, but that's what this was. This was the preliminaries so that they can...
I mean, one almost got exposed, another underperformed. Okay?
One got exposed. Who got exposed?
Nakatani got exposed.
Yeah.
And then Inoue underperformed.
Okay. Inoue underperformed. But I'm going to just play devil's advocate with you. How can you win in dominant fashion 10-2, 11-1 and underperform?
Because he himself even said that his plan was to go in there and knock out Picasso. Like, did you not watch the post-fight press conference?
Ralph says Inoue didn't underperform.
I mean, even Inoue said that he was disappointed in his performance and that he wanted to knock him out.
Yeah, but I seen that, but I don't.
I mean, Inoue is not a freaking liar in that regard. He was being quite honest that he could do better in that regard.
Well, that's different between saying I sucked and I didn't do what I was supposed to do, between being critical of yourself. Like, I'm critical of myself. If I do this live, right, or do a video or show, I'm gonna be my own worst critic. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean someone can come and say, "Oh, Frank said that he sucks." I'm like, dude, I would never say I suck.
Hey, I'm not saying Inoue sucks. I'm not
No,
saying
you're saying
anybody.
no, but you're kind of saying that. Oh, even Inoue admitted he didn't do good. I was like, no, that's not the same thing. He didn't admit that he didn't do good. He's just being critical
Yes,
of
he
himself.
did, bro. He said it right there, bro.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not. I don't. That's not okay.
Like he felt like he should have destroyed him. Man, he said he wanted to go in there and knock him out, and he couldn't.
Yeah, but that's not the
And that
same
he was
thing
going
as
to
him
go
saying
and
that.
reassess what he's going to do in the
But
future.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing as him saying that he didn't do good. You're making it seem like he's saying he didn't do good. Like he's saying I sucked, I didn't do good.
I'm not saying he didn't do. I'm not saying he did good in front of the judge's eyes. I'm just saying he's known for stopping his opponents.
Right,
and
right.
If he doesn't stop his opponent, then in his eyes, it's not good.
Yeah, because he's being his own worst critic. He's just being humble.
I mean, if you're a knockout puncher and you don't knock this guy out, who all these people are expecting to knock out, I mean, come on now.
What I'm
saying is, you gotta take a look in the mirror on that.
You're right. But being critical of yourself is not the same as saying that you sucked that night.
No, I don't think Inoue sucked.
No, but the way you're making it seem is like
what he usually does.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You're kind of saying that him admitting that or saying that makes it sound like he's admitting he didn't do good.
I'm not saying that he didn't box well. I'm just saying.
Help me out. I know.
I think we're at a crossroads here.
Yes, we're not connecting.
Because he is known for knocking people out.
Yes, I get that.
What was his KO ratio going into this fight?
Let's just say 90%. He knocks everybody out. We know that.
Everyone was expecting him to knock him out. He himself wanted to knock him out. That he made openly clear. It's pretty obvious that obvious everyone wanted him to knock him out, and he couldn't.
Yeah. No, I know. But what I'm saying is it's not the same as saying he didn't have a good performance. It was a good performance. How do you win 11-1, 10-2, and it wasn't a good performance?
I mean, if the judges are glazing you know,
no, everybody.
Then that's one thing. Okay, one judge gave him an absolute ridiculous scorecard, and I'll never forget that one.
Yeah.
That dude never scored a fight in his life, and he was probably thinking, "Oh, Inoue, 120, 108." I'm not even gonna show why.
Yeah, but you're pretty biased, and you were going Picasso so hard. You're gonna be pretty biased.
I mean, I'm not being biased here. I mean, when you're trying to score a fight, right?
Yeah,
and you know this guy won 2-3 rounds. You better give him those 3 rounds, because if you're agreeing with this one judge and got it 120, 108, you're just copying somebody's scorecard. He's a fucking jackass, and he's freaking blazing one fighter over the other.
But with that part, I don't think so. I don't think that. That's not the way I see. I think he could easily have scored at 11-1, 10-2. I don't think there was. You could have gave Picasso a round or two, but that's being kind of like,
I mean, even a judge gave him a 3 rounds.
Yeah. But you didn't have
to.
So
it's like, I mean, it's easy work. I mean, that was probably what, like, him and that judge that gave him a round. They're probably the only 2 judges that were actually watching the fight.
Yeah. Well, the point being, what I was showing, what Steve Kim is saying is that basically what they're saying is that Inoue is falling off. That's what I'm looking at. They're saying he's lost something off. He's missing something.
He is missing something. He fought 4 times in a year, and he's 32 years old. It's not the same as you're 30, as you're 28. You know what I mean? Eventually, you're gonna tire down. He even said something like a couple weeks ago or something about how his muscles are getting sore more often, but he loves the pain.
Wow.
So
psycho.
And so it's like that means something is there's something going on there. I mean, a little bit of age, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Some of my favorite fighters were freaking went on to fight as old men. Okay.
Bam coming from. Yeah, hit the light. I dropped the link if anybody wants to hop on. Bam coming from. This poster says, with the 4 belt holder at 115 canceled and now Nakatani looking human, might be the world saying it's time to start moving up. Looking at Bam.
Exactly, bro. Thank you.
He's not ready.
I don't think you're not seeing the stars are saying for him to jump at the fight, bro. Nakatani looked like a freaking like he was Shakur Stevenson running away.
I mean, he wasn't running. I think he could have ran a lot more, but he wasn't running.
I mean, he looked like a clown, Nakatani did, and he ended up with a knot on his eye for some trouble.
Yeah, that knot was huge. But he won. You know, he won, and it was
he won by robbery. Fight. I mean, don't be excited when somebody says they won, just because the judges gave them a decision.
Right? I don't think me personally, I don't feel it was a robbery.
It's how you got that decision. Was it a robbery? Those are questions you got to ask when someone's hand is raised.
Well, I don't feel it was a robbery. Inoue will knock out Bam. That's how most people feel. I don't feel it was a robbery, man. I mean, look, could you have gave Hernandez a draw or the fight? Yeah, I mean, you could have, but
I mean, he easily won 7 rounds. Easily.
Well, he gave away those first 2 rounds for sure. So that was pretty much what did him in. If you watch those first 2 rounds, he gave them away. And in a close fight, you can't give away rounds. That's just the nut and short of it. You know what I'm saying? But he was not impressive. Was he impressive? Was anybody impressed by Junto Nakatani? Do you feel like that showed you that he will get stopped by Inoue? Junto lost.
I think Taraji stops Nakatani, bro. That's what I think.
Yeah, well, that guy is kind of a punching bag, but Junto's good. You guys don't. So now he ain't shit. Now he ain't good. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. He's still a good fighter. He won. I don't know. It's crazy, man. We really just take.
Man, you never even seen Taraji fight. You're calling him a punching bag.
Well, I mean, he just likes to nug. He's not the most defensive fighter.
I mean, I'm not saying he's Floyd Mayweather.
Well, no,
but the guy can fuck you up.
Really? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, his offense is his defense. He's not a. You know, I call those guys punching bags. When you stand in front and you go trade, you know, that makes you a punching bag. I'm happy for it. I like to see it, but bro, people, if you stand in front and exchange, you're a punching bag. You seen what Junto did, right? He started moving around, and then he moved around, and then we say he's doing a Shakira. Inoue gonna murder Junto, my boy? You think so? That's the way he's gonna
put that. I knew would put that broomstick so far up.
Whoa, that's
Nakatani's ass.
Why you gotta be that?
He would fly away to the Wizard of Oz, bro.
So now nobody gives Junto a shot. Just off that one performance?
Not after that shit. Not after that.
But that's it was that bad. You guys think it was that bad?
He looked like he got a turd. He looked like he got a turd on his head after the fight.
Yeah, but that guy was rough, man. He came to fight. He did. It wasn't like he was back foot bitching it, or, that he took it easy. He came to fight. That's what we want to see, and he was in a rough fight, and he pulled it
He
off.
came to fight. He looked like a bitch when he tried to fight.
He looked like a bitch when he tried to fight. How?
Because then he kept on circling back, or like circling around, like he was doing it in a very annoying way. So to the point where he's not even doing anything. He's not even. Yeah. There's no activity in what he was doing.
Junto is good. Don't sleep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's still good. Phenom says Hernandez should have won. Stop lying, Frankie. Well, listen to what I'm saying. Phenom, what I'm saying is it was a close fight. It wasn't a robbery. I just said he could have maybe won, maybe could have got a draw. What I'm saying, though, is that he gave away those 2 rounds, and that was the deal. That was the deal. That was the deal breaker. Look, man, he gave away the 2 rounds. You can't do that. It's going to cost you. I'm telling you what I seen and what I know.
They should call it the night of the robbery. Is what they should call
that's
it.
going too extreme. Who else got robbed? Who else got robbed?
Let's look at earlier in the card. I heard somebody got robbed.
His eye was busted up. His eye was busted up. But I thought he landed the cleaner, harder shots. For the most of the fight. Hernandez got robbed. Yeah, it looks like I'm on the wrong side. I'm looking like a fool, right? That he got robbed. Most of you guys say robbed. I'm gonna just tell you that I don't think it was a robbery. That's just my take. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm wrong, but I just thought he gave away the 2 rounds, man. I didn't like that. And then, Junto was slashing him, and then he came on about the 6th, 7th, and he really just started outworking them. He put all the pressure. But again, a lot of times the judges, they're looking for the cleaner shots, and Junto landed the cleaner shots. They showed the highlights. He was getting rocked. You just seen that he landed the cleaner shots, the harder, cleaner shots from the way I was looking and judging it. But he got outworked. See, I mean, both things could be true, right? He got outworked. The guy was a windmill, and he didn't stop punching. So because you lose the early rounds, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's going to come back to bite you.
I wish somebody actually would do the windmill than actually punch.
Like how, okay, how is me telling you just what I seen, right? I'm not giving you the narrative or the story. I'm just telling you what I seen. He gave away the first 2 rounds. That's just an objective viewpoint. He gave away the first 2 rounds, and that cost him. Yeah.
I mean, didn't Chase the Moore do the windmill punch against Andrew Tate?
That guy swung with his thong out.
Yeah, I know. He landed the windmill punch on Tate.
Maybe
bro.
You were half asleep. You were watching. I was half asleep though, dude. It was fucking. I was nodding in and out. No. You know what I did? No, for real. The Hernandez, I was awake, but the Picasso fight, I ain't gonna lie. I did nod. I was nodding off at the end. 7-5 Hernandez. I don't. Yeah, I could see that, but I'm telling you, he fucked up by giving those first two rounds away, man. You guys know it. Why are you not agreeing with Frank Bay on this? The White Boys was butt breaking your great grandpa.
I mean, the 2 rounds. 1 and 2 usually are very, very subjective. For any scorecard.
No, that was not subjective. Watch the first 2 fucking rounds, dude. He didn't do anything. It was nothing subjective.
So what? That's only 2 rounds. It's not like you got knocked down
in a close fight. Yeah, but in a close fight, is going to cost you.
It's 10-9, 10-9.
It doesn't.
So what?
Okay.
As long as you do enough to win 7 rounds.
But in a close fight, it's going to cost you.
7-5, you should win the fight.
In a close fight, it's going to cost you. That's just being objective. In a close fight, if you give away the 2 rounds, it's going to cost you.
Maybe if you're a champion.
No,
maybe if you're fighting
period.
for a belt.
Period. Waiting for the ring to post Junto versus Sebastian. They got the highlights, but I'm hearing they don't have the full. I was running, sleep, no watching. They're highlights, but the people are saying that they're just showing Junto the last 4 rounds. Who was he got outworked. He did. I agree. I mean, look, even the Coppinger guy, the Kuckinger, he had I think he had Sebastian ahead. But man, had it'd have been a different story had he started earlier. That's all I'm saying. He probably would have won easily. There's 12 rounds in a fight. What's your point? Yet you can't give away rounds, man. It's pretty simple. You just can't. Even if it's just filling out, you can't really afford to give away rounds. You just can't. So if it's close and you lose, and you knew you give away a round or two, then it's probably not going to go your way. It's just like Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. They were filling each other out. Pause. Right, but you can't do that if you're going against a guy. You might get robbed, right? If you're like the huge underdog B side, you got to come out the gate, man. You got to let it be known that you're there to win, or you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. And I know this because they gave him the 118, 110. So you knew that it was in. That's how you know. Hit the like.
Well, that's when you appeal the athletic commission.
There ain't none in Saudi, bro. No, that's not the way it works. In Saudi, it's all about the money. They wanted to set up the Inoue Nakatani fight. So that guy was never going to win. And we know he was never going to win because that 118 scorecard. Yeah, they do. Yeah, he was never going to lose, bro. And we know that because of that one scorecard. Salute J-Rock. Thank you. Hit the like.
Yeah, the Saudis are about the money. And they're willing to sabotage fighters' careers in order to keep the money intact. Then that should show me that they are not capable and they are not to be trusted moving forward.
Well, as long as they put on the fights, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That they got the money.
Well, I'm not going to put on any more Saudi or Ring Magazine cards on my channel. Okay. After this shitty card this morning. After several Saudi cards this year. And also this little shitty debacle Turki Al-Sheikh is trying to create in American boxing of all places. So he can take his never boxed a day in his life ass and take it back over to Saudi Arabia.
Well, then we won't have any ring. We won't have Teofimo and Shakira. He's the one that puts on these ring cards.
I mean, so what, bro? So what? Both of these guys are signed, so who gives a shit?
Well, then you're not gonna get the fight. So I mean, it's that simple. If you say fuck him, you're not gonna get no fights. So I'm not like I'm rooting for him.
I mean, it might not be the fights that you want. It might not be freaking two hype jobs going up against each other for a big old pay-per-view payday, bro. It may not be that.
Well, no, I'm saying
because some people make fights just because it generates the match and payday. And I know how these matchmakers work over there, bro. They're freaking clowns.
Well, either way, I mean,
sometimes they do matchups where one guy shouldn't even be in there in the first place.
Yeah, that's fucking clowns over there. That's everywhere. Every promoter does that.
Well, he's trying to. He's the one who's trying to say we're doing things different.
Yeah, I don't really care. Though. I mean, I don't care about all that. I just, as long as he gives, if he puts on these good ring cards, then
what
I'm
I
okay
see
with
is
it.
a wolf in sheep's clothing. If you're not willing to see that, I feel sorry for you.
But that doesn't matter. It doesn't. But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if I see it. I don't. It doesn't matter if I see it. He's gonna be here
what I care
is
or not. These fighters being able to make generational wealth to
they are
make sure their families are okay.
Yeah, they
what
are.
What you want is for these fighters to get screwed over.
Where do you say that I want fighters to get screwed over?
I mean, you want Turki Al-Sheikh? Do you want this TKO bill?
I'm not talking about that right now. Anyway, tell Frank who you got, Maritalia and Cruz. Shit, I want Maritalia, but I think Andy Cruz could probably beat him because
Andy Cruz is too slick.
Yeah. I mean, shit. The way Murataya. I keep saying the other guy's name, Murataya. He looked against who did he fight? Did he fight? Was it Tevin Farmer? I want to say that made him look kind of bad. That he had trouble with movement, and Andy Cruz is on a different level, man. That guy is really, really good. You know, these guys, Shakir Twitterson and Keisha Davis, they don't want to fight that guy. They're gonna run up and leave divisions because he's there. So right now, if I was betting, I'd have to bet Andy Cruz. Cruz is fast. Yeah, he's fast and skilled. Murataya is a big guy, though. That's the difference. He's a big guy, big, strong guy. Good to decent power, but they also, I think they were saying he was struggling with weight. J-Rocks, why we care how much they make? Who cares? Make the yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't get into the whole promoter and what they're doing. Whatever they do, I'm not gonna be able to stop one way or the other. Can I stop Turkey Al-Sheikh and his pay-per-view cards? No. I can't make PBC or Top Rank do anything. You know, all I could do is just tell you what the fights are gonna happen, and you know they're doing these ring pay-per-views. You know, on the Zone, you have to pay for the subscription, and then they have a tier where if you pay a monthly fee, then you get the pay-per-views for free. Although it's not free, right? That's the crazy thing. It's not free. As they make it sound, right? So yeah, man, as boxing fans, man, you just gotta pay. That's it. You just pay. If you want to watch a pay-per-view, then you just pay. And that's all there is to it, right? There's really no secret to it. And if you don't want to pay, then you don't pay. But then, you know, you might struggle.
I would
being able
rather
to watch the fight.
PBC than watch Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Well, you got to pay for PBC, though. All they do is pay-per-views.
Man, I can fire stick that shit.
Well, yeah, yeah, but then you're not supporting PBC. If you're telling me, then just watch PBC, then you should support them.
I mean, not everybody's gonna freaking pay for $1,000 pay-per-view, bro.
Nah, they gotta be good pay-per-views. I pay for Peacock and still get ads. I need to upgrade tiers. Yeah, that's the new thing, right? Is like,
I haven't paid for a pay-per-view since 2018, bro. And when I saw a fraudulent fight, and I was like, until I see a great product, I'm gonna assume it's a fraudulent fight.
Every boxing gets hurt, Ralphie. Bob, I'm not sold on Cruz. I don't see it. It'll be a good fight. It'll definitely be a good fight. But looks like man, we've been going strong. I want to thank everybody. We've been here a while. But I'm gonna thank everybody. Thank Telk, Bulbous, Ralph and Real, more
thank
BC.
You, Frank.
Yeah, no worries.
God
John
bless.
Blaze, Matador, everybody, man. They went by fast, man. We wanted to talk about Inoue. Do we want the fight? Bam. Can he beat this guy? Is it still a good fight? People say Nakatani lost. A lot of things, man. A lot of things. There'll be more conversations coming. Just wanted to see what everybody thought, felt, and we'll take it to the next level. Want to thank everybody. Lord Chilaquiles, Boxing Will Never Leave You, Frank Bay. Hit the like. Don't forget, hit the like, hit the notification. And yeah, man, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.